Hello and welcome to grammar class. Today's topic is the adverbial qualification or adverbial adjunct to the predicate. As you know, an adverb or a group of words that does the work of an adverb in the sentence is called an adverbial. But what is an adjunct in grammar? Well, an adjunct is a word, phrase or clause that gives some additional information in a sentence. But remember, an adjunct is not an essential part of the sentence. In short, an adverbial adjunct does the work of an adverb. You also know that a sentence has two parts, the subject and the predicate, and that the predicate must have at least one finite verb in it. And now, when an adverbial, as defined earlier, modifies or qualifies the verb in a sentence, or rather in the predicate of a sentence, it is called the adverbial qualification or the adverbial adjunct to the predicate. So we understand that an adverbial qualification or an adverbial adjunct modifies or qualifies the finite verb in the predicate of the sentence. Well, adverbial adjuncts to the predicate may come in different forms. For example, in the sentence Bob works sincerely, sincerely is a simple adverb modifying the verb works. So in this case, the single worded simple adverb sincerely has come as an adverbial adjunct to the predicate. In the second sentence, the prepositional phrase up the hill is doing the work of an adverb, hence it is an adverb phrase here modifying the verb climbed. And so here we have an adverb phrase as the adverbial adjunct to the predicate. In the third sentence, we walked home. Home is a noun which is used as an adverb to modify the verb walked. And in English grammar, when a noun is used as an adverb, it is called an adverbial accusative or an adverbial object. So in this case, home, which is an adverbial accusative, has come as the adverbial adjunct. In the next sentence, we eat to live. To live is an infinitive which modifies the verb eat by showing its purpose. If an infinitive is used as an adverb to modify the verb in the predicate, it is called a gerundial or qualifying infinitive in English grammar. So, a qualifying infinitive can also be used as an adverbial adjunct to the predicate. A prepositional phrase may also serve as an adverbial adjunct. For example, in the sentence, the train arrived in time, the prepositional phrase in time is used as an adverbial adjunct. It modifies or provides some information about the verb arrived in the sentence. Sometimes an adjective does the work of an adverb. So such an adjective may also function as an adverbial adjunct. In the sentence, he lived rich but died poor, the adjectives rich and poor are used as adverbial adjuncts because they modify the verbs lived and died respectively. In addition, a present or past participle may also be used as an adverbial adjunct in a sentence. Now look at the sentence, she came back dejected or crying. In this sentence, the past participle dejected and the present participle crying modify the verb came back. But in the next example, farmers returned after the sun had set. The subordinate clause after the sun had set modifies the verb returned by stating the time of the action. So in this sentence, after the sun had set is an adverbial clause that acts as an adverbial adjunct. In the last sentence, the police arriving is a group of words or a phrase that qualifies the verb dispersed in the predicate by showing an interdependent cause and effect relationship with the predicate. And this group of words has its own subject, the police, but no finite verb. And in grammar, such a phrase is called an absolute phrase, which is used as an adverbial adjunct here. So an adverbial adjunct or adverbial qualification provides some non-essential information about the verb in the sentence. The adverbial qualification may tell us about the time, place, manner, frequency, degree, reason, condition, or contrast of the action of the verb. Accordingly, there are many types of adverbial adjuncts as illustrated in the examples on your screen. In the first example, I walk out in the morning. Here the adverbial qualification is in the morning, which shows the time of the action walk out. Hence, it is an adjunct of time. In the second example, the adverbial adjunct here shows the place of the action leave, and so it's an adjunct of place. She talks very loudly. In this sentence, the adverb phrase very loudly shows the manner of the action talks, and so it is an adjunct of manner. And in the last example, I never smoke. Never is an adverbial adjunct showing the frequency of the action of smoking, hence it is an adjunct of frequency. He was walking despite his illness. In this sentence, the phrase despite his illness is modifying the verb was walking. Hence, it's an adverbial adjunct which is showing a sense of contrast. Contrast between his walking and his illness. In the sentence, he did not speak much. Much is a simple adverb of degree modifying the verb speak. Hence, it is an adverbial adjunct of degree. He succeeded owing to his hard work. Here the phrase owing to his hard work modifies the verb succeeded by showing the reason thereof. No doubt, therefore, it is an adverbial adjunct of reason. In the last example, the phrase in the event of his death is the adverbial qualification modifying the verb inherit. It's expressing a precondition or condition for the act of inheritance. And so, it is an adverbial adjunct of condition. In this way, we see that adverbial adjuncts provide diverse information about the action of the verb in the predicate. Interestingly, an adverbial qualification may come at the front, or in the middle, or at the end of the sentence to qualify the finite verb in the predicate. In the first example on your screen, the son having said, the farmers returned. The son having said is an absolute phrase qualifying the finite verb returned. And in this case, the absolute phrase is an example of the adverbial qualification at the beginning of the sentence. In the sentence, I usually take my dinner at 9 p.m. Usually is an adverbial adjunct which has come in the middle of the sentence, right before the finite verb it qualifies, take. In the last example of the imperative sentence, wait a minute is a noun used as an adverb of time here. So it's an adverbial accusative indicating the time of the action wait. So it's an adverbial adjunct of time coming at the end of the sentence. So you see, a thorough knowledge of the adverbial qualification is particularly important for the analysis of the simple sentence in English grammar. That's the end of today's class. Hopefully you liked the video. Please be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel for more grammar videos. Thank you so much.